Hi guys, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, my name is Carmen. Welcome. So have you been thinking about moving, but you're not sure exactly what would be the best type of place for you to move to? So maybe you're not sure what city you should move to, or what country you should move to, or maybe you're not even sure what kind of environment you should be living in to begin with, right? So you're not sure if you should be living in a city or a suburb or in a more rural area. We're going to talk about that today in this video because numerology shows you where exactly you should be living, what kind of environment, what kind of setting, and even specific cities and countries that would be best for you based on your numbers in your number chart. And we can use numerology to do this because we are all born with our own unique energy, right? We all come in with a very specific, unique energy that is determined by the numbers within our numerological chart. And that energy will help us to determine what kind of environment or what place you should be living in so that you can become the best version of you. And if people were to live in places that were more in alignment with their energy, right? Places that have a similar energy to their energy, then they would be much happier people. So first, I'm really quickly going to show you how to find out if a specific city or country is a good match for you based on the energy of that particular location. So we're just going to be calculating 3 of the location's numbers. The location's personality number, SoulUrge number, and destiny number. And then I'm going to interpret that for you. But keep watching because after that I'm going to show you basically what is the best place for you to live in based on your specific numbers in your chart, okay? So it's very important that you watch the whole entire video. Let's calculate the location's personality number first. And the location's personality is going to be how the location appears to the world, okay? This is not what the location really is like when you go there. It's just a projection of the way it appears and comes off to the rest of the world. So this is the outward appearance, right? And I'm taking Los Angeles as an example because I live really close to the city of Los Angeles. So I have my own personal experience to be able to tell you if this is accurate or not, right? So let's take the name Los Angeles, and all we're going to do is we're going to, using the Pythagorean number system, you're going to find all of the corresponding numbers to only the consonant letters within the name of the location that you have in mind. Okay, so you're only looking at the consonant letters and finding the corresponding numbers to those. And most of the time I don't consider Y to be a consonant, but sometimes it is, like if it sounds like a ya, like in the word York. So then you're just going to take all of the numbers you got for the consonants and add them together and keep adding them together and reducing it until you get a single digit. If there are 2 separate sections of the name, such as in the word Los Angeles, you add the numbers together for the first part and get a single digit, and add all of the numbers together for the second part and get a single digit. And then you just add those 2 numbers together. So like in the word Los Angeles, we reduced Los to a 4, and Angeles reduces to a number 7. So we add 4 and 7 together and we get a master number 11. So as you can see, if you get an 11, 22, or 33, those are master numbers and you don't reduce them. So that was the number for how a location might appear to be from an outside perspective. Now let's calculate the number for what a location is really like on the inside. Okay, this is the location SoulUrge number because the SoulUrge is basically it's like what makes you happy in life and what will bring you a lot of happiness. It's like your soul's calling. So it's more like who you are on the inside. So using the Pythagorean number system, this time we're going to find all of the corresponding numbers to only the vowels of the name of the location that you are looking at. So only the vowels. And most of the time I consider Y to be a vowel. If the Y sounds like a Y, such as in the word York, then I would not consider it to be a vowel. But most of the time I do, because most of the time it sounds like a vowel. So just like you did before, you're going to take all of those numbers and add them together and keep reducing them and adding them together until you get a single digit. And just like before, if there are two separate sections of the name, reduce all of the numbers in the first section to a single digit and reduce all of the numbers in the second section to a single digit, and then add those two numbers together. So like in the word Los Angeles, Los reduces to just a 6 because there's only the O in there, and Angeles reduces to a master number 11. And as I had said before, if you get an 11, 22, or 33, you don't reduce those because those are master numbers. So in the example here, we got an 11, we don't reduce it. We're just going to add it to the number 6 as it is. So 11 plus 6 equals 17, and that reduces to a number 8. So LA's SoulUrge number is a number 8. And the last number we're going to calculate for your location is your location's destiny number. And this is basically the long-term outlook or destiny of your location. And so this is kind of like the direction that your location is headed towards, and it's kind of like the long-term outlook. So it's really good to know this number because sometimes your location's destiny becomes your destiny, right? So you want to make sure that they are in harmony with each other, right? And for this number, you're just going to find all of the corresponding numbers to every single letter within the name of your location. Okay, so it's going to be every single letter this time. Find all the corresponding numbers and then add all of those numbers together and keep reducing them together until you get a single digit. And just like before in the previous example, if there are separate sections, whether it be 2 sections or 3 sections of the name, reduce each section to a single digit and then add all of those numbers together. So in the example here, Los or Los, that reduces to a 10 and 10 reduces to a 1. Angeles or Angelis, either one, right? That reduces to a 27 and that reduces to a 9. And then we add the 1 and the 9 together, which equals 10, and that reduces to a number 1. So LA's destiny number is a number 1. And as I had mentioned before, if you get an 11, 22, or 33, you don't add those two numbers together because they are master numbers and you don't reduce them. And as you can see from the chart with the personality number 11, LA appears to be the type of place where a lot of people want to be in the spotlight and are in the spotlight because of the entertainment industry. With a SoulUrge number 8, once you move there, it's the energy of a lot of people trying to gain status, power, and wealth. And with a destiny number 1, LA is headed in the direction of a more independent, individualistic type of lifestyle. So a good location if you're looking for more independence, not a good location if you're looking for the more simple things in life and you want to get married and settle down. And statistics show that LA has one of the lowest marriage rates in all of the US. So this is factually true. So now I'm going to put timestamps below for all of the numbers that you just calculated for your location, so you can go ahead and find them in the description box below. So number 1 is a place to be seen, a place to become more independent and to focus on yourself and to become the best version of you, right? It's a place to grow the ego and to develop good self-confidence and self-esteem and good ego development. It's going to be a great place for creating or starting something brand new, since 1 is the number of new beginnings. It's going to be a good place for having control over your life and your future. So it's going to be a great place for people that want to work for themselves. So if you want to become your own boss, this will be a good place for that. It will also be a good place if you want to start a new business or invent something new as well, because 1 is a very entrepreneurial type of energy and it's a very inventive type of energy. It's going to be a more open-minded type of place to live, and It's going to be a very individualistic and self-focused place. It's a great location for self-achievement and advancing yourself, but it might not be the best location if you want to get married and start a family or a community. So keep that in mind. So if you got this as a personality number, this is the way your place appears to the world, right? If you got this as a SoulUrge number, this is the way your place is really on the inside once you move there and you become an insider. And if this is your destiny number for your location, then this is going to be the future outlook for your city, and this is the destiny and the direction that it's headed towards. So number 2 is going to be a place where people are kind, right? So if you're looking for a gentle place where you can experience a lot of kindness, this might be the place, right? And you can experience more peace and balance in a place that has the 2 energy. And that's because 2 is the number of peace and balance, right? It's also going to be a great place for finding companionship. So if you're looking for any kind of companionship, right? Romantic companionship or more friendships, right? More close personal friendships. It's also going to be a great place for partnerships too. So if you're looking to find more partnerships for work, right? With more contracts being involved, then this might be the place. It's also going to be a place where emotions and sensitivity is very, very high. So keep that in mind. If you're an empath, then this might not be the best place for you, right? Or if you want to develop some of these more sensitive, intuitive abilities, it might be the place for you, right? Check out a video I did on how to find out if you're an empath. I'll put a link to that video below in the description box. But basically, if your personality number for the location was a 2, this is the way it's seen by the world, right? But not the way it is on the inside, okay? If it is the SoulUrge number of your location, then this is the way it is on the inside, right? Once you move there, from an insider's point of view, you will feel this energy. And if it is your destiny number, then this is the future outlook and the direction your location is headed towards, right? So 3 is going to be a very busy place with lots of things to do, right? You might be pulled in multiple directions. You might have a lot going on in a place like this, right? And there's going to be a lot of things to do and a lot of people to meet. So this could be a great place for socializing and networking. And if you're looking to have a big social life or to do a lot of networking, this might be the place for you. It's going to be a great place for growing your self-expression and your ability to express yourself, right? And this can be through creative talents. So if you want to express yourself through art, music, writing, or anything like that, creative, it's going to be a great place for that. Or if you want to express yourself through developing your communication skills, public speaking skills, things like that. So like becoming big on social media or developing your social media type skills or platform, it might be great for that as well. It will also be a very entertaining place, right? And you're going to meet a lot of entertaining people that are very, kind of outside of the box, right? And you might see kind of like an eccentric vibe to this place or like alternative lifestyle, right? That could be the case as well. But this is going to be a very free-spirited, open-minded type of place to live. So if you're a free spirit, it probably would be a good place for you. And because of the entertainment factor, there's going to be a lot of live events that will happen at a place like this. So you might see music events or festivities, festivals, that kind of thing occurring in a place like this also. This could be a great place to live if you're looking for more excitement and fun. It might not be the best place to live if you're looking for a more conventional, down-to-earth type of place, or a place where you can be more focused and self-disciplined. Then it might not be the best place for you. So keep that in mind. Now, if this is your place's personality number, then this is the way your place appears to be on the outside. But if it's your place's SoulUrge number, then this is the way it is on the inside, right? Once you move there and you are no longer an outsider, then you will feel this energy. And if it's your place's destiny number, then this is the future outlook for your location and kind of the direction that it's headed towards. A number 4 place is going to be a more conventional type of place to live in. It's going to be more down to earth. And it's going to be a good place for having stability, right? Bringing in stability, if that's what you've been looking for. And this will be through self-discipline and work. So you will be able to focus more in a location like this, and you'll be more self-disciplined. And because of that, you'll become more stable, and your life will become more stable in this type of environment. It's going to be a great place for owning land or owning a home or a business, and for having the simple things in life, right? The things that would be considered a stable life, like having a job and a home and a career and a family. Those are the simple things that this type of place will be conducive for, definitely. And especially if you want to build any of those things, right? Not just having those things, but if you want to build any of those things yourself, right? Like starting a business from the ground up. This might be a great location for you to do that. And because a 4 place is going to be more traditional, it probably would be a good place to raise children. So it's going to be a good location to move to if you're looking for a conventional, simple type of life where you have a lot of stability. It's not going to be a good place to move to if you're looking to have fun and excitement, or if you're a highly creative person. This might not be the best place for you. So keep that in mind. Now, if this is your place's personality number, then this is the way your place appears to be on the outside. But if it's your place's SoulUrge number, then this is the way it is on the inside, right? Once you move there and you are no longer an outsider, then you will feel this energy. And if it's your place's destiny number, then this is the future outlook for your location and kind of the direction that it's headed towards. A number 5 place is going to be an exciting place, right? That's very unconventional. So there might be a lot of alternative lifestyles within a place like this, or a lot of alternative ways of thinking too, right? But you're going to meet a lot of interesting people in a place like this. You also might have a lot of interesting experiences. And there could be a lot of surprises too, right? In a place like this. There can also be a lot of personal changes and a lot of personal transformation that happens in a place like this through a lot of these kind of like surprising or different kind of experiences that you might have. And definitely in a place like this, you will not get bored, right? So this is going to be a fast-paced environment, right? And if you're looking for that kind of environment and you like things to be dynamic, right? You don't like it when things get stagnant. You like things to, to upgrade and change when that needs to happen, right? Or if you're looking for a place where you can have less restrictions and more space to have personal freedom, then this might be that place. If you're looking for that, or if you're looking for a lot of mental stimulation, right? You get bored easily and you like to be mentally stimulated, then this is going to be a great place for you. And this could also be a great place if you're looking to get outside of the house more and to become more outgoing. It's going to be a great place to get outside and explore the environment and to connect into nature more. So you might start to feel more rugged or more like an explorer in this type of environment. But it's going to be a very free-spirited type of place and have a free-spirited type of energy. So if you're more of a free spirit or an explorer type of person, then this would probably be a good place for you. It's also, like I had mentioned before, it's going to be more open-minded in its way of thinking and more open-minded to alternative ways of thinking, right? With that open-minded type of energy. If you are looking for a conventional place, right, or a place where you can get married and settle down and start a family, this might not be the best place for you. So keep that in mind. Now, if this is your place's personality number, then this is the way your place appears to be on the outside. But if it's your place's SoulUrge number, then this is the way it is on the inside, right? Once you move there and you are no longer an outsider, then you will feel this energy. And if it's your place's destiny number, then this is the future outlook for your location and kind of the direction that it's headed towards. So a number 6 place is a place to give love and to be loved. So if you're looking for love, then a sixth place is the place to be, right? Six is ruled by Venus, so it's all about love. You giving love, and you will definitely feel that in return in a place like this. And it's going to be a great place for finding romantic love and getting married and starting a family. And it's going to be a great place for raising children. And it's going to be a great place for being a part of a community, right? So if you've been looking for a community to belong to, you don't feel like you belong, or you don't have that currently, this would be a great place for you. It's also going to be a great place for finding more balance or a more healthy lifestyle, right? So there can be a focus on balance, health, and beauty within a place like this as well. If you like your privacy and you like to have more personal space and independence and freedom and less restrictions, you are looking for a place where there is not as much on your plate, not as much responsibility on your plate, this might not be the best place for you, right? So keep that in mind. Now, if this is your place's personality number, then this is the way your place appears to be on the outside. But if it's your place's SoulUrge number, then this is the way it is on the inside, right? Once you move there and you are no longer an outsider, then you will feel this energy. And if it's your place's destiny number, then this is the future outlook for your location and kind of the direction that it's headed towards. A 7th place is going to be a quiet, slow-paced type of environment so that you can have a retreat from the world, right? It's going to have a very spa-like quality, right? Because 7 is the number of going within, and it's a very introspective kind of energy. So it will feel kind of like being at a spa, right? And it's going to be great for inner development and inner and spiritual growth. And you might see a lot of spiritual or paranormal phenomena in a place like this as well. 7 is ruled by Neptune, so you could have a lot of dreamlike, paranormal type of phenomena in this kind of energy. It's also going to be a great place for having a lot of mental stimulation, right? So it's a great energy for learning new skills and, advancing your mind. And it's also going to be a great place for connecting to nature too, and being in nature as well. And it might not be the best place for you if you're a very social person and you're looking to have a lot of social connections and do a lot of networking. If you are looking for a more fast-paced, exciting, busy type of environment, this might not be the best for you, right? If you're looking for a lot of achievement and looking to, build a lot of wealth or increase your status or, gain positions of power, that kind of thing, then this might not be the best place for you. So keep that in mind. Now, if this is your place's personality number, then this is the way your place appears to be on the outside. But if it's your place's SoulUrge number, then this is the way it is on the inside, right? Once you move there and you are no longer an outsider, then you will feel this energy. And if it's your place's destiny number, then this is the future outlook for your location and kind of the direction that it's headed towards. An 8th place is going to be a place where much energy is spent on gaining status, power, or wealth. So those are all the things represented by the 8, right? So if you're looking to build wealth within your life, if you're looking to increase your status and to become more successful, then this might be a great place for you, right? This will also be a great place for developing your personal strength and your own personal power. And for learning how to manifest, right? Learning how to increase your manifestation abilities through learning how to overcome certain challenges that might be presented to you. So there might be challenges that are presented to you, but you learn how to overcome them. And, in this kind of environment, you end up becoming very powerful as a result, right? So it's also going to be a great place for learning how to balance the energies between the physical and the spiritual world, and learning how to manifest things through doing that as well, right? So this might not be the best place for you, though, if you're looking to have more of a simple kind of life, right? A more slow-paced kind of life, or if you're looking to just focus more on the spiritual aspects of life, inner growth and self-development, right? this might not be the best place for you, because there is going to be a focus on manifestation, right? Manifestation through the balance between the physical and the spiritual world. So keep that in mind. Now, if this is your place's personality number, then this is the way your place appears to be on the outside. But if it's your place's SoulUrge number, then this is the way it is on the inside, right? Once you move there and you are no longer an outsider, then you will feel this energy. And if it's your place's destiny number, then this is the future outlook for your location and kind of the direction that it's headed towards. A number 9 place is going to be a place where a lot of energy is spent on world causes, right? World causes that have an impact on many people. 9 is the number that represents the world. So it will be a place where a lot of time and focus is spent on things that are bigger than yourself, right? You can meet a lot of people that are trying to do big things to improve or to change the world in this kind of place. Or there could be a lot of pressure that is put on you to do that kind of thing as well in this kind of environment. So there's definitely more of a feeling of responsibility towards your neighbors in this type of environment. And your neighbors will also be feeling more responsibility towards you as well. So you'll be feeling it both ways. And, you know, there can be a lot of empathy within a city like this as well. And there can also be an emphasis on in a place like this on exploring and healing past wounds, okay? So things that have happened in the past, you know, there is exploration of those things and a healing of those things as well in this kind of environment. And this can be the type of place that, you know, you're able to complete a lot of things, right? So things get started and you're actually able to finish them in this kind of energy, right? Because 9 is the number of completion. It will probably be a good place to live if you're a family person and you like to have your family around you. So in a place like this, you could see your family moving out to be closer to you, right? It's also going to be a great place to live if you're looking for a more open-minded type of environment, right? Where people are more open-minded in their way of thinking and sometimes very eccentric in their way of thinking. So it can be a very eccentric type of energy as well. But it's going to be a great place to stake your claim, to get motivated, to take action on your passions, and to do big things. But if you're looking for the type of place where there is less of a feeling of responsibility, or a place that has a more lighthearted, easygoing type of energy, then this might not be the best place for you, right? So keep that in mind. Now, if this is your place's personality number, then this is the way your place appears to be on the outside. But if it's your place's SoulUrge number, then this is the way it is on the inside, right? Once you move there and you are no longer an outsider, then you will feel this energy. And if it's your place's destiny number, then this is the future outlook for your location and kind of the direction that it's headed towards. A master number 11 place is going to be a place where the spotlight is all on the people that live in that city, right? So spotlight could be on you in a place like this. And that's because 11 is the number of illumination, right? And it's like the energy of bringing awareness to issues and things like that. So there could also be a spotlight on certain issues within the city or things happening within that city. But it's going to be a great place for doing something big, right? So if you want, if you want to do something big that becomes very well known or something like that, this could be a great place to do that. And it could be a great place for learning how to overcome obstacles and challenges, right? There might be some obstacles and challenges that are presented to you because 11 is a master number, right? So it can be a little bit more challenging, but you learn how to overcome that and you learn to prevail, right? And you can achieve a lot of great things in this kind of energy because of that. It's also going to be a great place for spiritual development. 11 is a very spiritual number. So if you're trying to connect over to the other side, or if there are spiritual abilities that you are trying to develop and grow, then this could be a great place for you. You could also be seeing a lot of spiritual or paranormal phenomena that happens in a place like this, right? Things that are unexplained and, right, that the physical world cannot explain. You might see that kind of thing happening in a place like this. So this is going to be a great place for all of those unconventional types of experiences and things in life, right? And it's probably going to be a very open-minded place with a very open-minded way of thinking and open-minded type of energy. But if you're looking for a more conventional type of experience or a more conventional type of life and place, then this might not be the best place for you. So keep that in mind. Now, if this is your place's personality number, then this is the way your place appears to be on the outside. But if it's your place's SoulUrge number, then this is the way it is on the inside, right? Once you move there and you are no longer an outsider, then you will feel this energy. And if it's your place's destiny number, then this is the future outlook for your location and kind of the direction that it's headed towards. A master number 22 place is going to be a great place for bringing in great achievement or stability into your life, okay? And this can sometimes be through challenges, but it's going to be a great place for building a business, a family, or any type of institution or structure, right? Any type of structure for long-term stability, right? It will be a great place for building anything that brings in long-term stability into your life. And because it's going to be a more traditional type of place, it will probably be a good place to raise children. If you're looking for a type of place that is very fun and carefree and more of a free-spirited type of energy, then this is not going to be the best place for you. So keep that in mind. Now, if this is your place's personality number, then this is the way your place appears to be on the outside. But if it's your place's SoulUrge number, then this is the way it is on the inside, right? Once you move there and you are no longer an outsider, then you will feel this energy. And if it's your place's destiny number, then this is the future outlook for your location and kind of the direction that it's headed towards. A master number 33 place is going to be a place where the people are fun and youthful, but responsible at the same time. So the people around you will be like that, but you'll be feeling that energy as well. It's going to be a place for you to heal yourself and the inner child within you through overcoming obstacles. So sometimes obstacles can be presented to you so that you can heal yourself and that inner child within you, and then turn that pain into art or creativity or healing practices, right? So this is going to be a great place for all of those things, healing and also anything creative as well. And because of the combination of the youthful and responsible vibe that this location has, this would probably be a really good place to raise children in as well. But it might not be the best environment for you if your focus is more on building wealth or achievement, right? So keep that in mind. Now, if this is your place's personality number, then this is the way your place appears to be on the outside. But if it's your place's SoulUrge number, then this is the way it is on the inside, right? Once you move there and you are no longer an outsider, then you will feel this energy. And if it's your place's destiny number, then this is the future outlook for your location and kind of the direction that it's headed towards. So now we're going to talk about the best type of place for you to live in based on the numbers in your chart. If you already know your life path and SoulUrge number, then you can go ahead and skip to that part of the video. I'll put all of the timestamps for all of the numbers below in the description box. So for your life path number, you're going to take the month, day, and year of your birth and reduce each one of those to a single digit. So in the month of December, we reduce that to a 12, and that reduces to a 3. 14 reduces to a 5, 1995 reduces to a 24, and that reduces to a 6. We're reducing all of those to a single digit. Then we're going to take all three of those numbers that we got for the month, day, and year, and we're going to add them together and keep reducing those until we get a single digit. Unless you get an 11, 22, or 33. Those are master numbers and you do not reduce them. You're going to now calculate your SoulUrge number by taking the first, middle, and last name that was written on your birth certificate at the time of your birth and you're going to find all of the vowels within your name, whatever that is. Some people don't have middle names, and that's okay, right? Whatever that name was, you're going to use the Pythagorean number system, and you're going to find all of the corresponding numbers to all of the vowels within your name. And most of the time, I consider Y to be a vowel, because most of the time it sounds like a vowel. If it sounds like a ya, like in the word York, then I wouldn't consider that to be a vowel, okay? But most of the time I do consider Y to be a vowel. So now you're going to take all of those numbers, and for your first name, add all of the numbers together and keep reducing until you get a single digit. Then for your middle name, add all the numbers together and keep reducing until you get a single digit. And for your last name, add all the numbers together and keep reducing until you get a single digit. And then you're going to take those three numbers and add them together and keep adding them together and reducing them until you get a single digit. And if you get an 11, 22, or 33, you do not add those two numbers together because they are master numbers and you do not reduce them. And if this is too confusing for you, you can just take all of the numbers in your whole entire name and just add them straight across. Okay, just add them straight across and keep reducing until you get a single digit. It's better for you to do that than to turn the video off, right? Okay, so, and I also have a video on how to calculate all of these numbers, so you can always check out that video if you need a more slow, detailed explanation as well. I'll put that below in the description box. So now I'm going to interpret these numbers for you to figure out what is the best type of place for you to be living in. So I'm going to put the timestamps for all of the SoulUrge and life path numbers below in the description box. So if your life path or your SoulUrge number is a number 1, then you need to live in a place where you can be seen and you can become more independent, and a place where you can focus on yourself and becoming the best version of you. You need to find a place that will be good for creating or starting something new as well. An environment that is supportive of you working for yourself or starting your own business would also be good for you also. And you're going to need a more open-minded type of environment to be in, where there's a more open-minded way of thinking. If your life path or SoulUrge is a number 2, then you need to live in a place where people are kind and gentle, and a place where you can experience peace and harmony and balance. You also need to find a place that is good for finding companionship and partnerships, because these are going to be important for you. You're a highly sensitive person, so you need to find a place that is conducive for emotions and sensitivity that are very high. If your life path or SoulUrge is a number 3, then you need to find a place that will keep you busy, right? A place where there's lots of things to do and people to meet. Or a place that is great for growing self-expression, such as creative talents, right? So for those 3s that are more on the social side of self-expression, a place where you can socialize and develop good communication skills. But for the 3s that are more on the creative side of the energy, it would be a place where there's not as much social activity, but more of a place where you can go within to develop your creative abilities and your creative talents. You might also want to find a place that is entertaining, right, and provides entertainment, or a place that has entertaining people. A place where you have easy access to live events or festivals would also probably be good for you as well. So for the 3s that are more on the social communicative side of the number, a city or some sort of environment like that would be good for you. For the 3s that are more on the creative, introspective side of the number, a more rural type of environment would be better for you. But either way, you're going to be a more free-spirited type of person with this number. So you need to find a place that has a more free spirit type of energy, and a place that is more open-minded in its way of thinking, right? And, is more open-minded in its approach to life, basically. If your life path or soul urge number is a 4, then you need to live in the type of place that has a more conventional type of energy, right? Or a place that is more down to earth, right? And a place that is good for having stability, right? A place where you can have stability for yourself and you can basically have time to focus on your work and the things in life that you want to achieve. And you need to find a place that is great for owning land, a home, a business, and for having the simple things in life. A place where you could start your own business, or a place where you could raise children, or a place where you could have a steady paycheck coming in are all going to be good for you as well. Own a home, and even have a little garden, right? Or like a plot of land that you can work. And even if you're not able to own land, even just a place where you can own the structure in which you live in, that's going to be important for you. You're also going to want to find a place where the people are honest, reliable, and have good values. These are going to be key for you. If your life path or soul urge number is a number 5, then you need to find a place that is exciting, right? A place that's unconventional, or that a place where you can meet interesting people and have interesting types of experiences and events, right? And you can also need to find a place where you can have lots of movement, and a place that is not as restrictive, where you can kind of just get up and leave if you need to. So for some of you, this will be a more rural type of environment where you feel less restricted and less confined. For others of you, it might be a more fast-paced city that provides a lot of excitement for you, right? For those of you that need that mental stimulation and they get bored really easily. So for the 5s, it could be either of these, right? It could be the rural type of environment where you are more free and less restricted, or a fast-paced city environment that provides a lot of excitement and you're not getting bored in. You're also going to need to find a place that is more free-spirited, right? It has a more free spirit type of energy to it and is more open-minded in its way of thinking, and more open-minded in its approach to life. A place where you can get out easily and explore the environment and have access to nature, that's always going to be good for you. So any type of rugged type of environment, right? Where you can kind of feel that rugged exploration energy within you, that's going to be good for you as well. And of course, places that allow you to try different kinds of food, right? That have all kinds of foods from different kinds of cultures, that might be good for you also. And of course, a place where you can kind of just pick up and go and leave town whenever you need to, and there's not a lot of things tying you down, that's going to be a good environment for you as well. If your life path or soul urge is a number 6, then you need to find a place where you can settle down, right? A place where you can find love, where you can get married, start a family, and raise children, and be part of a community. A peaceful, loving type of environment where there can be a focus on balance and health. Now, for you guys, a suburb might be a really good type of environment for people with this type of energy. For others of you, a more rural type of environment might work well for you as well. These places are the types of places that are really good for raising children in and feeling like you're a part of a community, right? And being in that community. Home is going to be very important to you, so a place where you can own a home and even have a little garden, that might be good for you also. So if your life path is a number 7, then you need to find a place to live in that is more quiet and slow paced, right? A place where you can kind of retreat from the world, and a place that's going to be good for inner growth and spiritual development. A place where you can focus on learning more and developing yourself more. Any type of place that allows you to connect to nature, right? Where you're closer to mountains and water and natural places where you can get out into the natural environment and take walks and that kind of thing is going to be good for you. Cities are not going to be the best for you, okay? If it's a fast-paced city, it might not be the best type of environment for you with this number. Small cities, or especially more rural type of areas, are always going to be the best places for people with the 7 energy, because there needs to be a sense of more personal space around you where you have time to kind of just focus on yourself and have peace and quiet, right? Spa-like quality is the way I think of it, right? Like being at a spa. That's going to be the best type of environment for you. Chaotic environments are not going to be good for you. You need to find a place where you can retreat from the chaos of the world. And places that have a more open-minded way of thinking and have a more open-minded type of energy are going to be better for you also. A lot of you have spiritual gifts that you're going to want to develop. If you're living in a place where the people are looking at you like you're crazy or have a more traditional way of seeing the world, then that's not going to be a good environment for you. If your life path or soul urge number is a number 8, then you need to be in the type of place where a lot of energy can be spent on gaining status, power, and wealth, right? Achievement is going to be a big thing for you. So if you're in an environment where you don't feel like you're achieving or you're not able to achieve things, then you might feel more limited and constricted. So you need to look for a place that's great for developing your own strength and your personal power. Places that let you to develop these skills, right? And to become more powerful versions of yourself. And places that allow you to develop your manifestation skills, right? Your ability to manifest abundance within your physical world through the connection with the spiritual world, right? Because that's what 8 is all about. It's that balance between the spiritual and the physical world, and through that balance, your ability to manifest the life of your dreams. So any type of successful type of environment that allows this to happen, basically like a city, a more successful city that is well off might be a better environment for you, or a country that is doing well, right? A country that is more well off financially might be a better type of environment for you. A place where there's a lot of opportunity for success and advancement within your life is going to be a better place for you. If you're living in a more rural type of environment, well, that's a great place to live after you've achieved all of those things, right? But if you're in the process of doing it, that might not be the best place for you to live in, right? So a city type of environment might be better for you until that happens. But of course, with all of the technology that allows you to work from home, this is changing, right? Definitely changing. So yes, keep that in mind as well. Now, if your life path or soul urge is a number 9, then you need to find a place to live where a lot of energy can be spent on world causes that have an impact on many people, right? And basically doing something big in the world, or causes that are outside of yourself, right? So 9 represents the world. So you might want to live in a place where you have the ability to kind of grow these talents that can affect a lot of people, right? A place where you can have a sense of responsibility towards your neighbors, or a sense of responsibility towards other people. A place that you can stake your claim in, and you can get motivated and take action on your passions and do big things in the world, right? A place where you could raise children or have family close to you and have like easy access to your family, or a place where your family could move closer to you. Those could be good places for you as well. For the 9s that have wounding from their family that they still haven't healed from yet, you're going to want the opposite, right? You're going to want a place where you can be as far away from your family as possible. So it could go either way with the 9 energy. You're also going to need a place that is more open-minded in its way of thinking, right? So places that have a more open-minded type of energy, that's going to be very important for you. Because a lot of you have spiritual gifts or creative talents that you will want to grow, and you need to be in an environment that is supportive of you growing those skills. If your life path or soul urge is a number 11, then you need to find a place to live where the spotlight is on that city or the people within that city, or the issues that are happening within that city, right? A place where you can do great things and something big, right? Because there's often a sense of that with this number, that you feel as though you were meant to do something big, and you need to find a place that's conducive for that, that allows that to happen. And you also need to find a place that you can have a lot of spiritual development and growth in as well. 11 is a very spiritual number, so there is a connection between you and the spiritual world, and a place that allows you to develop this spiritual connection. So you, out of all of the numbers, definitely needs to be in a place that is more open-minded and has a very open-minded way of thinking. A place that is supportive of you growing your natural spiritual gifts or your creative talents. If it's not going to be open-minded, if they're going to look at you like you're crazy and they're just going to, have a more traditional kind of way of looking at things, that's not going to be a good environment for you to be in. 11s tend to have a lot of anxiety and they tend to worry about the future a lot. So if you're one of those 11s, then you need to find a place that allows you to retreat from the world whenever you need to, right? So you can escape whatever situation you're in easily and get into a place where you can connect into nature more, right? Or go to a place that allows you to go to a place every now and then that is more quiet and slow paced and, has a more peaceful kind of quiet energy, and that basically allows you to develop some of those spiritual skills. So very similar to the 7, right? Something that allows you to go to a place that has like more of a spa-like type of quality, or, allows you to get out into nature and to feel the elements. That's going to be important for you. So if you're in a city and you're cut off from places where you can, kind of escape and retreat into nature or a more quiet, peaceful environment, then that's not going to be good for you. You need to be in areas that allow you to go to those locations whenever you need to as a master number 11. And I would also recommend checking out number 1 and number 2 on this list as well, because some of that will apply to you also. So if your life path or soul urge is a master number 22, then you need to find a place to live that brings you great achievement and stability, right? Allows you to develop great achievement and stability. And a place that is great for building a business, a family, or a structure for long-term stability. So some place that allows you to own land or to build a home, own a home, build a business, develop a business, or to start a family. All of the things that bring you stability. A place where you can raise children, own a home, and even have a little garden, right? Or like a plot of land that you can work. And even if you're not able to own land, even just a place where you can own the structure in which you live in, that's going to be important for you. You're also going to want to find a place where the people are honest, reliable, and have good values. These are going to be key for you. Right? Stability is going to be extremely important for you. So if you're living in a place that is not the most stable environment, that's not going to be the best type of place for you. You need to find a place that is conducive for stability. And I would also recommend checking out number 2 and number 4 on this list as well, because some of that will apply to you also. If your life path or soul urge number is a master number 33, then you need to find a place where you can be a kid and an adult at the same time, right? Because that's kind of the energy that you are. You're fun and youthful, but you're also responsible at the same time. So you need to find a place that allows for this to happen, this combination of fun, youthful energy, but also responsible energy too. And that's not easy, right? There's not tons of places out there that are like that, but there are places that are like that for sure. And so definitely check out the first part of this video where you can figure out the energy of a place based on the name of that place, right? You also need to find a place that has a very healing energy, right? A place that allows you to heal your inner child and yourself, right? So a very healing place that has a healing energy would be great for you. And of course, a place that allows for you to take some of that pain that you felt through a lot of the obstacles that you've had to overcome throughout your life, a place that allows you to take that pain and to turn it into art or some other form of creativity or healing practice. So a place that allows you to channel some of that pain and to turn it into creativity, right? Or heal yourself and then develop your healing practices as a result of that. So a place that is focused on achievement, wealth, and status, those kinds of things, that might not be the best type of environment for you, right? You might need to be in the type of environment that is more peaceful and allows for healing and for you to be more of a free spirit, right? To develop your free-spirited creativity. So also check out number 3 and number 6 on this list as well, because some of that will apply to you also. So let me know in the comments below if the place that you should be living in, based on your numerological numbers, if that resonates with you, and if this is somewhere where you could actually see yourself moving to. Let us know in the comments below. And if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and share it with other people. It really helps to get this information out there when you do that. If you want to get a personal reading with me, you can head on over to my website, starsalignwithcarmen.com. I would love to have you subscribe and become part of the family. And you can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Thanks for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care.